Hey, what is up, everyone? This is kind of breaking news right now that I just found out about, and I want to make a video about it real quick. So this is Scott Cawthon's website. Scott Cawthon, of course, as you all know, is the creator of the Five Nights at Freddy's game series. Apparently, he has retired. I'm going to go over what he has to say here on his website, the announcement that he made, and then I'll just give some thoughts, and then we'll just go ahead and wrap up this video real quick because there's not really a whole lot to say regarding this. That kind of hasn't already been said in previous videos, so we'll including my own previous video, but I'll just touch up on a few things. So it says here, before I say anything else, check out this awesome piece of fan art. Pretty amazing stuff, right? I have boxes and boxes of artwork like this from fans that I've saved over the years. I've tried to answer as many letters as I could, and I apologize to anyone that I missed. Somehow, someday, when I have a bigger living room, maybe I'll make a giant collage of all the fan art I've collected. Stuff like this has made it all worthwhile to me over the last 7 years. I've had a blessed, fulfilling, and rich career. I've been shown great kindness, and I've tried to show great kindness in return. I've tried to make some good games, let the debate ensue, and I've witnessed the creation of possibly the most creative and talented fan base on the planet. But I'm here on the 7th anniversary of the first game's trailer, as I realized that I was in my mid-30s when I created the series, and now I'm approaching my mid-40s. I realized that I missed a lot of things that I got to focus on before FNAF became such a success. I miss making games for my kids, I miss doing it just for fun, and I miss making RPGs even though I stink at it. All of this to say that I am retiring. I have been shown tremendous love and support over the last week, a lot of which has come from the LGBTQ community, and kindness shown to me has been surreal. And the fact that he's focusing on that specifically is, well, let me finish reading through his retirement here, and then I'll give my thoughts on it. But is this the end of FNAF? No, this just means that someone else will eventually be running the show, someone of my choosing and someone that I trust. We have to wait and see how it all plays out, but an announcement will be made at some point. I have 6 kids now. Although one of them is currently the size of a blueberry, I love them dearly. They are my whole world and my whole universe. I want to focus my attention on them, focus on protecting them, and spend my time making things for them. I only ask that my fan base respect my decision. I will still be around, just not in the capacity that I used to be. What a blessed career I've had, what wonderful people I've met, and what a tremendous blessing to have been able to know all of you. Thank you so much. See you on the flip side. So it's kind of hard to not think that a key factor in him deciding to go ahead and retire, although he did mention it in his previous statement about the possibility, you have to think that part of this decision probably was influenced by the recent controversy regarding Scott's, political donations and things like that, and people not only threatening him but doxing him and saying vile things that they were going to do to him and his family. So the guy says he's got 6 kids, and maybe he was just looking for a reason to just go ahead and retire. I mean, he's got enough money. Five Nights at Freddy's is a multi-million-dollar franchise. It really became kind of this overnight success. So there probably is some truth to the fact that he probably just wants to focus more time on his family and kids and things like that. But you have to think, I mean, I think there's always going to be a little bit of a cloud over this decision because of what happened recently and how much people, they just want to see the world burn sometimes, and they want to cancel people just cause. Really, Scott, he said it, that he wasn't going to apologize for anything, and really he shouldn't. And I say still now, he owes nobody any apology for having the beliefs that he has and exercising his rights in this country, just like anybody else should be able to exercise their rights. But this is unfortunate that it comes around this particular time. Maybe if this happened maybe a couple weeks from now, a couple months from now, maybe one could look and say, well, maybe he just decided it was just time to hang it up because he really wanted to spend time with his family, his kids, raise his kids. And but I'm sure there would still be people that are going to think, well, probably the situation from however many weeks removed or months removed, whenever he would decide to make this decision, would look back at that and think that that was probably going to be a factor. And it's hard to not disassociate it from this decision that is made really just a few days removed from this controversy. So you have to think that probably, again, it's speculation though, that it might have been one of the things that really influenced this decision, is the safety of his family and the fact that people were really coming hard for him and wanting him to bend the knee. And I'm glad at the very least he never did, that he never bent the knee and he never apologized. But this, you know, it's kind of bittersweet, right? The fact that he didn't cave, but in a sense it almost feels like he did by stepping away. But look, I respect Scott's decision, especially if it really is to focus on spending more time with his family, being with his kids, and just doing things with them, being a real active part of their life. I can respect that. But there's just things, like I said, that you see that he says here that makes me think that, of course, the speculation is always going to be that the controversy is probably what led to this. And if that is what ultimately drove his decision, I can kind of understand it, again, in the sense of, you know, safety for his family. Because like I said in the previous video that I made on this, we live in a time now where you can't have certain opinions or certain beliefs without people wanting to come for you and even go as far as to do you harm, which is absolutely terrible, but it's the way it is, and it's unfortunate. But Scott, I wish you all the best. If you ever decide to come back, you'll have my full support. I mean, I support the series. I have most of the games, even though I haven't had a chance to play them all. But you have to think that this will affect the series in some way, because I mean, Scott was so heavily involved in the creation of a lot of these games and the story and the lore. There's definitely going to be something missing from future parts of Five Nights at Freddy's. Scott was really the heart and soul, I think, of the franchise, at least according to a lot of people's opinion on how he handled the situation, I should say, the games. And that seems to be the case when you hear about how heavily involved he was with the story and the lore and all that, and even co-writing books and things like that. He really had his hand in a lot of aspects of Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm sure his presence will be sorely missed. But it's not to say that the series can't continue on and still be successful. We'll just have to kind of wait and see if that is something that turns out, or if the series is truly dead. Hopefully it isn't, though. But we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, that's the video, guys. Just leave your comments in the section below there, of course. I'd like to know what you guys think of this. And until next time, you know how it goes. The hunt continues.